Why in the world is this happening to me? How come you get the house all to yourself? It's unfair. This is not how things should be.
I'm sorry?
It doesn't make any sense that you get to hog all the inheritance. Enough is enough.
Maya, what's going on all of a sudden? Is there something wrong?
What do you mean, what's going on? Everything is wrong. I've been looking forward to the division of assets ever since my mother-in-law passed away. But then I've just come to find out that my husband, Yosef, as the oldest son, doesn't get anything. Yet his younger sister gets to take it all. I can't believe you'd be so greedy.
I don't think that's fair to say. You and Yosef have been receiving all kinds of valuables from my mom before she even passed away. Have you forgotten that? Aren't you the owner already of numerous pieces of assets you got while my mom was still alive?
That doesn't count. Those are nothing compared to a house built in the Lower East Side of Manhattan, New York. How could you call this fair?
Not only do I think it's fair, I'm also certain that if you total up your assets, it won't be worth less than this house. The amount of money that's been given to you during my mom's lifetime is kept on record.
Are you being serious right now?
Mom broke everything down for me before she passed. It seems to me that you asked her for educational expenses and the down payment of your apartment. With that being said, I don't think you have the right to complain when this is how much money you received.
Okay, but still.
I was aware of the exorbitant financial support you were getting from her, but I would have never thought that Mom would make me the owner of that house. I mean, my jaw dropped when I heard how much it was worth.
Are you kidding me? Listen up, Ava. Since you're still single, I'm assuming there are many things you're not familiar with. But it costs an arm and a leg to raise a child. Family-sized apartments are becoming more and more expensive these days. If I didn't have the down payment figured out, there's no way for us to afford it.
Then I don't see what the problem is for me to take over my own mother's legacy. Given the total worth of your assets, you really should know better than to raise a stink right now.
That's all nonsense.
What I'm saying is nothing but the truth. Are you being serious?
I won't deny the fact that Lauren offered us significant financial help before she passed away. But I used all of it up on my kids. None of it went to me. So what's wrong with leaving me something too, in spite of what she gave us when she was still alive?
Pardon me?
I can't believe how dumb I was to think that our money wouldn't be counted as gifts. What the hell? When in reality, I just ended up with nothing. How pathetic. What's worse, the eldest son of the family and his wife don't have a single penny to their names while the daughter gets to take it all.
What else do you want then? You must be out of your mind. Please get your act together.
Shut up! Just do the right thing and transfer the ownership of the house to us immediately. I'm telling you right now to disclaim your inheritance rights.
What are you talking about? Do you seriously have your heart set on extorting from me the house that my own parents left me? Don't forget that you already bought an apartment.
An apartment is not the best environment for a child to grow up in. I did fall in love with it at first sight, but I'm starting to doubt my decision since I hear there's quite a lot of criminal activity going on recently. What's more, the kids in this neighborhood are just punks and wannabe gangsters that aren't going anywhere in life. They're definitely not the type to be a good influence. I don't want to see my children who are going to an Ivy League university in the future hanging out with these hooligans anymore.
Is that the reason why you want to move?
I mean, of course. Not only is the security in your neighborhood a lot better, the people are better. They make more money and have better lives. I also heard the kids there go to private schools. It really is a house made for us.
But it's still my property. Sorry to say this to you, but please stop trying to get your hands on my house.
How can you talk like this to me? I'm not asking you to hand over the house for free. I'm thinking that we could be roommates.
What do you mean roommates?
You're single anyways, Ava. Why not make your house look less empty, but instead filled with more laughter? You know how your brother now works at the overseas branch of his company. He's in Germany most of the time, so I'm basically a single parent. I seriously feel like I'm about to have a meltdown soon with the stress from parenting. But if we can live under the same roof, he can help me look after the kids. That way I have more time for myself. Just imagine how enjoyable life will be then.
I'm not your servant. I don't want to become roommates with you. I have no reason to help you with house chores and parenting.
Stop being so negative and think positively for 1 second. The new semester at school is about to start. Wouldn't it be perfect to live in a new house by then? So, since summer still hasn't ended yet, I'm thinking that right now is the perfect time to put everything into action.
But that means there's only 1 month left.
Yeah, that's right. I'll start packing up things here so that we can get going. It's going to be a lot of boxes.
Yosef, what the heck is going on? Why are your kids and wife moving in with me?
What?
Mom already showered them with all sorts of valuables before she passed away. You can't just claim the house. It's mine. It was left to me. Even though you are my older brother, there are lines that you shouldn't be crossing.
Don't talk to me like that. I'm your older brother, so at least have some respect. Plus, aren't you the one who wants Maya and the kids to come live with you?
Excuse me? Me asking them to live with me.
Exactly, that's what Maya told me. You kept on saying how lonely it is to live in such a big house by yourself, so you asked Maya and the kids to move in with you. These are her exact words.
That's nonsense. I never said those things.
What? You didn't say it?
I never asked them to come and live with me. In fact, I'm not even that fond of Maya. She's the one who won't stop badgering me about moving into the house that Mom left me.
Are you being serious right now? What in the world is going on? This sounds nothing like what Ava told me. What is wrong with her?
That's what I want to say too. Sorry to have to tell you this, but I refuse to let your wife and kids move into my house. So please make sure you let them know what I just said.
Fine, I got it. I mean, I'm kind of confused on what's happening here, but you've made yourself clear. I'll let Maya know that you don't want to live with them. After all, the house belongs to you, so you should be able to make the final decision.
Thank God. I was really scared that you're going to be on her side too.
You know what? I'll ask Maya for her side of the story right now. Anyway, sorry about all of this. I don't know what she was thinking.
No problem. Don't worry too much about it. Well, then I'm counting on you to straighten everything out with her. Maya's married to you after all. I'm sure she'll listen to what you say.
Hey, Ava, I forgot the address of your house. Where do you live again? I guess I'm getting old. You know how my memory fails me sometimes. I really don't remember where you live. Sorry to ask you for this, but why don't you text me your street address? That'll be great.
What are you talking about? What do you need my street address for?
I'm finally finished packing up everything. I just called moving services and they're on their way here. But then I realized that I forgot your address.
Are you being serious right now?
I mean, I only go to your parents' house when I'm short on money. But I haven't been there these past few years, remember? Anyways, like I just said, my memory fails me at times.
You make my head hurt. I don't understand how you can just call moving services on a whim like this. You do realize that I never agreed to let you live at my place, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm asking for your permission right now.
Is this a joke or what?
To be honest, your opinion actually doesn't matter that much. You would have no choice but to let us live at your place by the time when we all arrive there.
Are you out of your mind?
Anyways, I'm looking forward to being roommates with you. I'll see you at our new place after everything's all wrapped up here.
Stop this nonsense. You really need to pull yourself together. I told you more than once that I don't want you and your children here in my house.
What's wrong, Ava? Why are you throwing a fit all of a sudden? You're scaring me.
Well, guess what? I can't seem to get you to understand me, and I've had enough. I don't understand how in the world you think that it's okay to call it unfair when I inherit the property my own mother left me. What's more, you can't just move into someone else's house when you don't even have the owner's permission. You really need to get your head on straight. You're acting totally irrationally. I'll repeat myself again, but it's not possible for you to live at my house. So face reality from now on before you act. You're a mother, for goodness sake.
Come on, don't be so mean. Where are the kids and I going to live if you refuse to accommodate us? I already sold the apartment. Do you want to see us live on the streets?
Excuse me? You've sold the apartment already.
Yeah, I managed to sell it for a price that could cover the rest of the loan. So glad that I didn't lose money on this apartment.
Does my brother know about it? After all, my parents were the ones who gave you the down payment. I'm assuming that Joseph is on the same page with you regarding this decision.
I haven't told him yet. I'll let him know when he comes back to the States.
This can't be happening. I don't know what to say anymore.
I mean, I've been solo parenting the kids for the longest time. In other words, Joseph doesn't have the right to tell me what to do. I should have the freedom to do whatever I want here.
I can't believe it. How can you just sell the apartment without discussing it beforehand with your children and husband? Where do you even plan to stay from now on? How irresponsible.
Come on, you don't have to get all riled up. Relax, it's not a big deal. I'm moving in with you. Everything will turn out just fine. That's why I sold the apartment without any concerns.
Pardon me. Why can't you just stop messing around?
I'm not messing around, though. I'm dead serious. Do you not get it? There's no turning back at this point since I already sold my apartment. I hope that my kids and I won't bother you too much since we'll all be living together from now on.
The house has already been taken down, though.
What?
You wanted to know the address of my parents' house, right? I mean, it's fine with me. I'll send it to you through text now. Just to give you a heads up, but all of your stuff will be taken to a vacant lot.
What? Vacant lot?
That's why I said earlier how you make my head hurt. I would have never thought of my brother's wife as someone who doesn't have the least common sense. I feel bad for Joseph.
Well, wait a second. What do you mean the house has been taken down? Also, why did it turn into a vacant lot? Don't tell me that there's something wrong with the house.
Yeah, there's indeed something wrong with it. You're absolutely right. I realized how big that house is for me to live in by myself.
Wait, what?
Like you said, this neighborhood is blessed with top-level security and wealthy residents. Many people have their eyes set on this area. So I decided to take it down. Tell you what, I'm in the process of signing all the official documents needed to sell this property.
I don't believe what you just said. It must be a lie. You can't just decide for yourself what you're going to do with a house. That's not how it works. I told you that I want to move in. You do realize that there is someone who wants to live there, right? I can't believe you would be so brainless to sell it. How can you be so stupid? Family members are supposed to help each other out.
I will not make the house that my parents left me somewhere for you to cheat on my brother and...
What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're trying to get at. Stop trying to slander me.
Sorry, Maya, but what I'm saying right now is nothing but the truth. I mean, you wouldn't stop giving me a hard time, so I had no choice but to carry out an investigation on you.
An investigation on me? How dare you? You do know that this is illegal, right?
Well, we'll see if it's legal or not later. But remember the apartment that you sold without my brother knowing? Well, it has come to my attention that you seem to be behind on the loan payment these past few months.
What? That's not true. I always make sure to pay off the loan on time every month. You must be mistaken.
Okay, but it's a confirmed fact that you're constantly not paying the loan on time. What's more, it looks like you're paying other bills late too. I guess you're really struggling. But don't you think that it all looks a bit strange? After all, my brother wires you enough money for living expenses and paying off the loan every month.
You're right, but then here's the thing.
The truth is you spend all the money on your secret lover. He must be incredibly important to you for you to throw your life with Joseph away like this. You must have known your marriage would be over once you betrayed him like this. Plus, how can you have the audacity to give me excuses like the security of your neighborhood is bad and that the children there are all hooligans? You just wanted a love nest for your boy toy. Don't you feel ashamed of yourself?
It's not what you think it is. I can't believe you know everything. I was so confident that no one will find out about it since my Yosef isn't even in the country most of the time.
I guess you really went over the top and got carried away because Yosef is not here. Who would have thought that just with one day's investigation I could gather all the proof I need against you?
I can't believe it.
This is also the real reason why you want to move into my parents' house. You're basically broke because of your careless behavior. You thought that you could save money by living here with me. That way you can still have fun with your nasty side piece.
Hold up a second.
At first, this house was a little too big for me, so I wanted to just enjoy life while I can here. Then I would put it up for sale when I got tired of its maintenance fee. But you left me with no choice but to sell it now. There's just no way I could let a hooker like you live here. Plus, I don't want to see my parents' house turn into a brothel. It's too much trouble for me to keep on turning you away, so I decided to take the house down altogether.
I'm begging you, Ava, please give me one more chance. Don't tell Yosef about my affair. I will break up with that other man and never cheat on Yosef again. I promise to be wiser with living expenses and the loan payment, so please don't tell Yosef.
Well, it's too late. I already know all about it.
What? Is this Yosef?
Ava got in touch with me, so I'm back in America right now. I was hoping to straighten things out with you in regards to the inheritance and all of that. It was Ava who asked me to discuss further details with you once I get here.
I didn't hear anything about it. You should have let me know beforehand if you're back in the States.
So that you could hide your affair? I learned that you were cheating on me right before I was about to head back. That's why I kept it a secret from you, of course.
This can't be true.
You really have packed everything up already. With that being said, I'm assuming that somewhere among your belongings is the evidence of your infidelity. I really should look into it soon.
What?
You have a habit of taking pictures and making them into an album ever since we were still dating. Let's see if I can find any pictures of that guy. After all, you seem to have invested a lot of money and time into this relationship. There should be a box somewhere that has the memories you guys shared together.
Don't be ridiculous. There's no box. Why would you even think I would do something like that? I don't share any memories with him either. There's nothing I would put in a box. I swear to God, I don't have any pictures or souvenirs of that guy. You have to trust me.
Yeah, whatever, but call off the people from the moving service company. I'll be the one moving all of your stuff. I rented a storage house so that I can go through everything. Don't worry, I'll make sure to inspect your belongings one by one.
Is it a joke? You can't do that. Don't touch my things. That's called the invasion of privacy. I will call the police on you.
It's not a joke, and I'm definitely gonna do it. Go ahead and call the police, and we'll see whose side they're gonna be on. While I'm on this treasure hunt, you better stay home and behave. But after I'm finished, you're gonna have to deal with all the money you stole for that guy, and you'll have nowhere to live.
That's not fair.
Don't get all excited just yet. I'll sit down and have a talk with your parents once I have solid proof of you cheating on me. After all, I've been gone from the States for quite a long time. I should tell them the news in person. They're strict Catholics, and they made it clear they expected a life commitment from me as your husband. So it's necessary for me to figure out how much fun you've been having with your lover behind my back.
Ava, this is not how you should be treating your sister-in-law. It's your fault that I'm getting a divorce now. Why did you snitch on me? You ruined my family and my life.
It's your own fault. You're the one who cheated on your husband with another man. So don't try to blame me. Yosef told me everything, and I feel bad for him and the kids. He works hard to provide his family with the best life they can get. Is this how you thank him for it? The money you asked from my parents was never intended for your children's education. In fact, you've been using that money to purchase brand name bags and designer shoes, not just women's stuff, but quite a few men's items as well. I mean, how can you have the audacity to tell me all the money my parents gave you was spent on the kids?
That's not true. I've always tried my best to look after the kids and be a good wife to Yosef. Can I treat myself to something when I'm the only parent in the house? It's not even that big of a deal. I deserve to enjoy life too.
Yeah, right. Here's the thing. Everyone has the right to live their life the way they see fit, but that doesn't give you the right to hurt those around you. With that being said, I have no problems with you enjoying life, but I do have a problem with you deriving happiness from someone else's pain. My mom knew that you're a fan of branded goods, so she was fine with it.
Wait, is that true? How come I never heard anything about it? You must be fooling me.
She even told Yosef all about it too. Tell you what, my mom has always taken your side whenever there's an argument between Yosef and you. Mom knew how hard it can be to solo parent a child. She raised 2 kids herself. Of course she understands how challenging being a mother can be. So she always reminded Yosef to be thankful to you, and that's what my brother did too. He treated you well. She thinks that you totally deserve to treat yourself to those expensive products. What's more, Mom said to my brother that it's not okay to blow a fuse just because Maya spent some money on herself.
I can't believe it. She was on my side?
And then you turn out to be cheating on your husband with another man. Let me tell you this because you seem to not know. But it's not okay to betray your spouse and children just because you feel stressed out and lonely. Do you think that there's any turning back at this point? Having an affair is not the same thing as treating yourself.
I didn't ask for your opinion. Don't act like you know everything because you don't. It's not like I'm not heartbroken by the divorce. I love Yosef and my kids more than you do. Do you really have to drive me into a corner like this? How can you be so cold-hearted like an animal to me? Shouldn't you be saying something like, "You're more than welcome to stay at my place if you have nowhere to go"?
Excuse me. I don't know what to say anymore other than you should really be ashamed of yourself.
I'm for sure going to be kicked out now that Yosef found out about my affair. He even went so far as to fight for the kids' custody. I literally have no place to go. Do you want to see me turn into a hobo wandering the streets? You should lend me a hand. I was once your sister-in-law. Can't we stay as family even though I'm not married to your brother anymore?
Never in a million years. Seriously, though. But I can't believe you would be such a shameless person. You'll be a stranger to me after your divorce gets finalized. I have no more words for you. Don't ever text me again.
You can't do this to me.
Ask the other guy if he's willing to take you in. I'm sure that he can lend you a hand since you've been giving him so much money. I mean, if you guys are that in love with each other, then he shouldn't disappoint you. After all, you chose him over your own family. This is the time for you to get a taste of your own medicine. What's more, you gave him every cent you had. You're going to have to make your own money from now on. I wish you the best with enjoying life from now on without causing trouble for anyone this time. This is all I have to say to you. Goodbye. Do not ever make yourself seen in front of my brother and the kids, or else there will be consequences. My brother Yosef immediately divorced his wife Maya after that. Subsequently, Maya was kicked out by her parents from their house too. She had nothing to take with her except for clothes. Although she tried to stay at her lover's place, he turned her down too. He told her to go make some money however she can if she wanted to stay with him. It turned out he has multiple women giving him spending money. Now Maya works for a cleaning company working night shifts cleaning hotel kitchens and bathrooms. She's having a hard time paying bills, so she just got a second job during the day working at a coffee shop. On the other hand, my brother Yosef brought his children over to Germany so they could all live together. His kids have access to the best education and are surrounded by motivated students, many of whom are attending Ivy League University in the future. Now it looks like they're finally getting to live life to its fullest. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you'll know when a new video comes out. Don't forget to also leave a comment below, and I'll see you next time.